Hi there. Hi. Um, okay, well, this is my progress on the ear cuff. I painted the black parts, which is really messy, but let's just work from like the inside out. So I'm gonna do this and then the light blue parts and then like just the outer areas, which is like the darker parts. I did go in with a bit of white here just to smoothen it out and to lighten like the black areas. Some parts I didn't go through because frankly I just haven't bothered. The acrylic I usually have enough coverage though, so honestly the white is kind of unnecessary. But yeah, we chill and we try to finish this tonight. I do a rough sketch here of well, I haven't finished a sketch because I started with this when I started the loading screen. But yeah, just a rough sketch of, you know, where the light and dark parts are. It's not really gonna matter. I'm gonna have to sketch over that again just because I'm gonna honestly, the inner parts I'm probably not gonna paint them that accurately because I just don't have that much area to work with, so we really do have to be careful. I do not want to paint over the black parts because, like, frankly, I don't want to go over it again. Especially with these inner edges, I want them to be as straight as possible. You can see they are really uneven right now, yeah, because the glue on the edges, which, yeah, that is something annoying, but like at least from this angle, I want to make sure they look smooth. So yeah. So I guess we should start with the like light blue around this and like also these details. Yeah. It gradually grows from lighter to darker to the outside, so I'm gonna have to keep mixing the paint darker as I paint, which thank God, because I have just the right colors for this. I also have the purple, and I also have a dark blue and purple. Mind you, the only paint that I bought for this cosplay is the white one because I ran out of my old white one. Yeah. Everything else was just from other projects that like happens to be the correct color. Okay, so yeah. Honestly, I just mostly use scrap paper for whatever this is. You can see I also use this for like the black parts. That's why there's some black here. But I'm just also gonna use this to mix the paint. But I might grab one more sheet. Wait, where did my folder go? Sorry, I saw it earlier. Give me a sec. Okay, this works. Well, let's get mixing and try to get that right shade of blue. It's a very light blue, almost like glowy, but it's not like the glow actually matters. But speaking of glow, my friend suggested I put LEDs on the tail. Guess what I said? I said the LEDs are on the way. I already bought them. I haven't gotten them yet, but I've already ordered them. Yeah, they're all like on the way. I'm gonna get them this weekend along with a lot of other stuff. I'm realizing it's only Monday, so it might take a while. I have a lot of stuff there. Hopefully all my stuff comes on time, actually. Actually, there's a few other things I have to order, so I have to get the orders in tonight. Yeah, I need to give them a few days because I need to... Yeah. Okay. Especially with, like, stuff that is this detailed, I will usually paint with the smaller brushes, but also I will use the big brushes as, like, spatulas to scoop out the paint so I can mix them. So I have a few brushes for a few different things, which is good because I have like 6 brushes here. So this is going to be our mixing paper. It's already a pretty light shade of blue, but I do want to use it for like the outer parts on the top because it feels like the color. And honestly, yeah, it looks a bit lighter from my angle, but that happens. Yeah. Okay, so this is the blue brush. God, I'm not on the floor, so I don't have that much space to work with now. Yes, I do usually paint on the floor. I don't question my habits. Don't question it. I know I have a really big table. It's just never big enough. Okay, it's a really, really light shade of blue. I'm gonna make sure my herb pots don't get painted here. Honestly, a bit more blue and that's it. Honestly, this is roughly the right shade of blue. Yeah. It's just this little inner part, and then I'm gonna have to blend it here. I hate blending, honestly, with acrylic. It's annoying. I already worked for like ages blending like the wings on the sword. And I'm like, could I just not blend it? But also like it's like it looks good when blended. That's why it looks so good. Because it's not just one flat color. I think the most important thing about using acrylics in a situation like this is how you pick up the paint, and like the brush tip is really important because that controls a lot of the detail on how it works. Also, before I even started painting the black, I sanded most of the edges. That's why you can barely see it, but some of these edges are rounded. I think you can see it better here. Like, it's not one flat edge. Yeah, this is a rounded edge, and I pretty much rounded it off. It's not like very smooth. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot more technique and tools for that, but I think for my standard, that's okay. Oh, that's why that sounded familiar. It's Shilonen's demo. I forgot just now. At the end of the loading screen, I heard one demo. I was like, "Who is that?" Apparently, it was Mualani. There's a small part of me that kind of regrets not going for Shilonen and getting getting Salali instead. I've grown to dislike Salali, honestly. Okay, I don't like dislike her. I just don't like her that much anymore. Like at first I liked her aesthetic, but like it's just like the more I know about her, the more it kind of turns me off. And Shilonen's really grown on me. I definitely considered pulling for her, but I was like, you gotta. I can't impulse pull anymore. I swear. It's one of those things I swore never to do again. Because that's how I ended up with a Sino and a Hu Tao that like, you know, helped me do Abyss for like 3 patches. and then I was kind of broke going into Arlecchino, which is why I bought my first Welkin. And it's not like I'm saying I regret any of those decisions, because like they weren't like terrible decisions, but also it's like not mistakes I want to make again, you know. God, I sound so serious when I deal with these kind of things. But like legit, that's how I deal with like every problem I have. I'm like, that was a bad decision. I'm never gonna make it again. like not under those circumstances. Okay. Getting to the edges is hard. I have to like focus the paint on the very tips of this. On the tip of the brush. This is Chaska's demo, isn't it? I gotta admit, part of me, like, I don't regret pulling for Chaska, but also it's not like I'm happy about it either. And same goes for Malika. Like, I had this like moment of epiphany, and it's like, oh my god, and then it's like I want to pull for them, and then it's like I kept telling myself that, but also like I just never went back to second guess that decision to pull them, you know, in the multiple months before like they actually came on the banner. It's like I made that decision like really early on, and it was like I never second guessed it. Like I'm second guessing it now, like months after pulling for them, but oh well. Okay. I'm missing a little bit here on the, again, in the inner corner, so you can barely see it, but I do want to fill it in because at some angles you can see it. Okay. Well, since I have so much new paint, I'm gonna paint the other side first. I'm gonna go in later with the harder brush for the smaller parts. Whose demo is this? It sounds familiar though. Reign of Seven Curtains. I'm gonna check. It's Auroron, okay. It makes sense, but geez, wow, this is a good OST. Which I know I'm like slightly surprised, but still. I mean, it's Genshin, so. It's like technically, any music they put out is always good. But I'm always surprised how good it is. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that corner. No one's gonna see it, right? No one's gonna see it. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. I just realized this is Moika's teaser song. OST. Huh. I've been listening to this OST a lot because like it's the one that's like right outside the Skirk artifact domain. And I just been like standing there just enjoying the OST. Well, I'm getting the blue all over the black. Not in a good way. Okay, sure. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just ignore the fact that I put the blue all over stuff or on places it's not supposed to be. I can paint it black later again. I hate doing this. I mean, I hate like repainting parts that are already painted because like I messed up on the other parts of the paint. Also, I swear to God, this whenever I use this blue acrylic, like when I mix it, it looks really light, but when it dries, it always dries darker. Drains the paint's drying like a paste. Bro, the color looks no different. Tried to add in more blue, but can you see like the really slight blend? This is so not smooth. Why did this feel so much easier when I was doing the wings on the thing, on the sword? Who am I kidding? Well, that shit was not easy. I sat there for like, I don't know, at least 3 hours straight. Also, I painted it twice because I didn't like the color the first time. It was too like red. Like the purple was leaning towards a pink more than a blue. So I redid it. In the same day, by the way. It was just like a few hours between that. Okay, I pretty much say I love all the Genshin OSTs, but like Fontaine's OSTs are like gold. They are so good. Every time I hear this, and I instantly hear how I instantly just I think like it's gonna be followed up by like Linny's OST in the 5.0 trailer. Cause like I listen to that a lot. I love that version OST. I also love the 5.11. I'm gonna roughly try to get the outline here. As long as I don't leave any white, it should be fine. I'll just cover it up later. Okay. Well, you can barely see the blend anymore. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You can kind of see how the inner part is like a bit more white. I'll try to paint over that a little more. Is this slightly better? I feel like it's still really hard to see on the camera. It shows up like when I see it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, this little... looks messy right now, yeah. Let's trust the process. Trust the process. I say that, but that's probably not true. Yeah. I don't trust the process. Bro, I don't trust myself. Okay, this should be roughly the shape, but again, it's like... Actually, I think it's... I have to bring it further down. Yeah, I'll bring it down to like this little corner. This is so much more effort than just printing it on felt. Yeah, like, bro. We have to do. I have to do a side-by-side comparison of these when it's finished, bro. I have to prove that mine is like genuinely gonna be better. Well, for one, mine has the other side, so it's not just white. So I forgot to just painted that, but honestly, paint does not look good on felt, I feel like. Okay. I am honestly not looking forward to doing the other side. But we have to do it, don't we? I've come too far to go back, okay, bro? I just finally realized I forgot to do something. It's not even important, nor is it related to this. I'm just maybe do it later. Okay. I wrote it down on the other piece of paper. I'm pretty sure like there's like a half a dozen messages I haven't looked at or responded to, but I know they exist. I'll do it off history. It's fine. It's fine. Bro, is this what it feels like to like just basically work? It feels like a job, but I just don't get paid. I have to watch what I touch because the paint on the other side isn't dry yet. Well, I'm just painting on a soft piece of foam. Yay. 直播緊啊，你咪想過嚟啊？閂門啊 ！Close the door. Well, my sisters paid a visit, even though there was a giant sign on my door. Yeah, I have a you know those flip sign that says open and closed. Yeah, I have that. One side says live stream, the other side says something unrelated. To be honest, the sign has been there for like months now. It's just like this week I just stuck a piece of paper on the backside that says like live streaming, and then like occasionally I just flip it over when I'm, you know, this. This is going significantly better than the other side though. This is why I always have paint on my hands, bro. And I never remember to wash them off because I just don't feel them. And it's like they're dry, so they don't do anything. They're just there. I'm just hoping the pattern will look okay. eventually. Yeah, as long as you know, the parts inside the lines with all the paint, you can always deal with the line later. Right? Yeah, this looks like... Okay, it looks worse on my end, I think. I'll paint on like the actual shape of this thing later, and then I'll have to paint over the line again. Okay. Yeah, honestly, it's like I don't have any idea what's going on right now. But you know, maybe when we paint on like the actual like lines and then we draw over it, we can figure it out. I feel like I'm running out of this dark blue. Yeah. Welp. Okay. This should be dry enough, right? Honestly, I can pretty much see the line here. Usually there's like a little corner that pokes in on this spot, and that is honestly also fine. I don't want to go too heavy in with the pencil because honestly I don't want it to look, I don't want to like, you know, actually have the pencil marks show up, obviously. Okay, you guys can barely see it, I think. I'll do just main. I think this whole part is just gonna be this blue. So yeah, I'll just go in with that first because, well. I think I'm gonna switch up the music a little bit. Honestly, I might not stream that long today because, again, I'm running out of streaming hours, which, well, it isn't an issue because like, the thing I use is to, like, dual stream. Yeah, it caps me, like, number of streams per month, so honestly, I might not want to stream too much because I know I want to stream a lot on Skirk release day. I want to stream pretty much everything. So yeah, that or I do like YouTube, or like I do YouTube only or like Twitch only streams. Which, like, I guess that isn't a problem. Yeah, it's kind of a short stream. I'm considering ending it here. Especially since I don't have much of an audience today. Yeah. So in this case, yeah, I'll see you guys when this is done. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna end the entire stream here.